Welcome to Builder Nation Procurement Edition. In this episode, we are going to explore the world of procurement and supply chain management with industry experts. From avoiding common pitfalls to optimizing processes, we will uncover how procurement fuels companies and plays a crucial role in bringing products to market. Keep watching to learn more about insights, strategies, and real-world success stories. Today, we are joined by Rajanatha Shettigara, Vice President of Engineering at Vayu Robotics. Hi again, Raj, and welcome to Builder.
Hello, Taksha. Nice to meet you again.
So we already, for the people that doesn't know, we already have an interview with Raj. So if you want, you can go watch there on our channel. But now we are going to talk about a little bit of procurement, supply chain. So Raj, I want to ask you if you can tell us maybe some big difference or the key difference between the large established companies and startups.
So in the bigger company, which I did started my career with, I was contributing to the design of a product. I was one of the engineers who were contributing the product, and I had interaction with the procurement to the extent that is this part is okay, is this supplier is okay, can you suggest some other part? That is the interaction we had with the procurement team when I was a part of a bigger team. In the smaller organization like Vayu Robotics, it is different. Every person contributing the project is not only designer, he is also a key part of the supply chain, meaning he knows where to get the part from, whom to talk to, whether the supplier is good or bad. In other words, the smaller organization, the person who is part of the design is also part of supply chain.
Yeah, for sure. It's like in a small company, you have to do sometimes many things at the same time. You have to be in charge of many things too.
That's correct, Taksha.
Yeah, and how the procurement play a role now that we are talking about Vayu, how the procurement play a role in Vayu Robotics?
Like any other smaller companies, the procurement is a challenge because it is always a juggle between the cost, quality, and the lead time.
Yeah.
So these are the three factors which I always think it plays a vital role in the success or a failure of the company. It is always a balancing act. The way we sort of go around this problem is tapping through our own professional networks. We are a small team, but we are all seasoned engineers. We have our own professional network in terms of how to make sure that we are not getting into a part which is custom design, meaning it will cost a lot more money, as well as it will have a lot more lead time. We don't sort of use such parts. We always try to use off-the-shelf part, which is from a known supplier. That way, we don't have to build the inventory. We don't have to pay premium to the part.
Yeah, and now that you mentioned that sometimes it's challenging to balance the cost, the quality, the time, and everything. So what do you think is the most challenging decision that you have to take during all these years at Vayu Robotics in terms of procurement or supply chain?
So I wish I have the crystal ball. So to predict what happens tomorrow or day after tomorrow. But unfortunately, it is not possible in spite of all the years of experience what we have collectively as a team. It is very hard to predict what happens tomorrow or a week down the line or the month down the line. The only thing what we try to do is knowing what happens in terms of the product design. We make the best decision with the information what we have today. Meaning, there are three factors, as I said. It is the cost, it is the lead time, and it is the performance. Is this supplier is good? Is this performance is good? Can I get the part in the reasonable lead time? Is it making sense in terms of the building the product in terms of the overall cost? As long as we are happy with those three check boxes, that's the decision we are going to do day in, day out, without worrying a lot about what happens 1 year down the lines or so on.
Yeah. And now, well, you mentioned that you wish you could have a crystal ball to see the future and everything, but we know that's difficult. So, I imagine, do you have any tool that makes you help you to, I don't know, to balance the budget? I don't know, to see the inventory. Do you have any tool that helps you with your work?
In the bigger companies, yes, we had a lot of tools to help us in all of these things, meaning what is our business projection, what are the parts we can use, and how the cost profile looks like. But in the smaller organization like Vayu Robotics, we try to manage all of these things with our good old tool, which is the XLS.
Yeah,
So
that's like.
what we really try to do is from the business perspective, there is a cost target for our bot in our context. And every day we try to figure out how I can hit that cost product and how I can make it more efficiently so that my profit margin increases. So that is the focus every day, day in, day out. Can I get a better part at a lower cost? Or can I reduce the lead time? Or can I have multiple suppliers so that I'll have the cost advantage?
Yeah, I totally understand, and I agree with you about that too. And now that we already talk about the challenge decision that you have to take, how is a large established company, the difference between large and a small company or a startup? Do you think you have two things? You can tell me two things that people needs to, pitfalls that people needs to avoid when they are building their procurement process, their procurement strategies.
Sure. So in the smaller company, what I believe is critical, couple of things. One is we really need to totally align with the purpose or the business. The company has a purpose of building a product or giving a service. So we really need to understand what is the value addition because of the service what we're offering or because of the product what we are designing. So the cost and the value addition has to be really, really clear so that it becomes easy sell for the business development team. What it means to the engineers or the supply chain is, so we have to really, really figure out how do I optimize the cost? How do I make the execution faster than any other company so that we have an edge on the rest of the competition? It goes to two things. One is, do we really understand what we are trying to build in terms of specification? Who are the key players who can really help us in building the better product, in supplying the best of the best parts to our product? Basically, we need to understand who are the suppliers and what they offer, how I can have a best relationship with those suppliers. And the other factor which is really critical is not having the parts or having too many parts.
Yeah.
Meaning either having no parts to build my products, then we lose the business, or we procure too many parts, then we'll sit on the inventory. Both of these cases are not so good from the business perspective.
Yeah. I think you have really good points about that, and for the people that maybe is starting now, it's a little bit clarify for them to hear your ideas, hear your point of view, and the things that maybe they can avoid to do or they have to do. So I want to thank you again, Raj, for being here in Builder Nation for the second time. So you have any social media or website you would like to share with us?
Sure. So we have our website, which is www.vayurobotics.com. So we have nice, cool videos, and we also talk about all our products. Please to visit. If you have any questions, please shoot an email to us.
Okay, so thank you. And for everybody that is watching, be sure to visit our website, buildernation.io. You can also connect with us on LinkedIn by following Builder Nation for the latest updates and exclusive content. And don't forget to subscribe here to our channel. Thank you all for being part of this amazing community, and we will see you in the next episode. And thanks again, Raj, for joining us today.
Thanks a lot, Taksha.